Hey, it's Belley again, and we're back with our next segment. It's going to be how to make what we call super shakes. Super shakes are amazing. It's better than multivitamin half the time because we're going to take a bunch of different elements of food and put them into one shake that's going to taste out of this world. And the great thing about it is all you really need is a few minutes. The cleanup, whatever, you can leave a blender sitting in the sink and clean it later, or throw it in your dishwasher. I know myself and my friend Mike, who's holding the camera, we're still like hands wash kind of guys, or that kind of deal. But everyone's got their preferences. I just prefer to actually get my hand into it and clean it because I think it does better than dishwasher. But we're going to construct what's called the super shake. So this super shake is going to be amazing. We're going to put in oats for fiber and get some really good, just great, slow acting carbohydrates. We're going to throw in some coconut milk because it's just delicious and it has healthy fats in it, and it's going to add a nice cream base to it. We're going to probably throw in some pineapple, which Mike already pre-cut, which is going to be awesome. And we're going to throw in some protein powder. This just happens to be Myoplex. It's actually a meal replacement powder. This actually isn't a protein, but if I were to actually make it with less things, I would probably go with a protein powder, like a whey protein, and whatever flavor you want. This is a chocolate. You use vanilla, strawberry. They even make orange creamsicle, banana, and all these different flavors. But I trust EAS, and I also just want the extra, it says right here, 27 vitamins and minerals on the package. I just want the extra vitamins and minerals just for kicks. And we're going to throw in some cottage cheese to help volumize it too, with more protein and a different kind of protein. Because you have whey protein, you have your milk proteins from the dairy and stuff, and eggs. I just prefer this kind of protein. It's called a caseinate protein, and basically it's a slower acting protein in your system, where whey will react faster. This will take a little bit longer to become biologically available in your system. And we're going to use for milk, organic, DHA infused. Now the DHA from this isn't as powerful as from a fish oil, but you know, a little bit goes a long way. So even if you're not taking anything in for DHA or omega-3s, at least you can get a little bit this way. And so we're going to use, for sweetener, which is going to be awesome. It seems like a lot of products, but trust me, it's worth it. It's coconut juice, which is heavily fiber enriched. Lakewood Organic is the only one I can find around that I actually like the taste of. I'm not big into the Goya brand with the can that pops. I like this one. You can even see, like, you might be able to see on the sides, it kind of sticks up here. But it just shows you it's really good stuff. It's like real. And one thing we will throw in is called superfood, or powdered greens. This happens to be from Biotest, and they use a superfood. And basically it's freeze-dried, super concentrated vitamins and minerals. So it's just fruits and vegetables that have been freeze-dried and put into a powder. And it helps. I mean, it really does help. It makes a huge difference. They use berries, they go through vegetables, all sorts of things. Now what I don't have is frozen blueberries or fresh blueberries. I prefer that in a lot of things. I don't know. Everyone's different, you know. But right now it's just we didn't buy a bag, so but it's okay. You can always make them to tailor your taste too. I mean, as you can tell right now, this is going to be a very fruity kind of taste. It's not going to be so much on the berry side because they're going to have the pineapple and the coconut. It's going to have a really good summer feel to it. And you can also use Chobani Greek yogurt. I'm not going to, but I'm just having it out here as a presentation so you have an idea of what you could also use. And you can always use an apple. And basically what I use, you can kind of see this apple's beat up. It's got some bruises. To be honest with you, I got this apple out of the discount produce bin. I bought about 6 or 7 of these for 99 cents total. And the great thing about these, yeah, you might not want to eat it because you have this stigma about actually biting into something that looks bruised. But when you cut it up and blend it up, it just mixes in with the rest of it. So it really doesn't make a difference. And I'll throw in about a quarter of the apple. Alright, so we'll start constructing our shake. And you can even set a timer. So we'll take the lid off the shake. Right? Start. I'm going to cut the apple. Alright, I'm only going to use a little bit. As you can see with the apple, it actually looks really good on the inside, so that's all that matters. And you don't actually have to go too crazy, but you just have to actually cut it up just enough so it makes it a little bit easier on the blender. Just so you know, you can save the actual power of the blender. And cool. So, boom, that's set. Alright. Now the next thing we're going to do is take our spoon and we'll start throwing in some of this stuff. Throw in just 1 teaspoon of the coconut oil, or 1 tablespoon, sorry, of the coconut milk, which is, oh my god, so good. And for this, we're going to actually throw in a little bit, but before we do that, we should actually throw in the coconut juice. It's always good to add your liquids first, just so you can get the ball rolling. Haha, freshly opened. And we're going to use just about 5 ounces of this. Alright. right? Because 5 ounces gives us about, I think, what, 6 grams? Yeah, 5 grams of fiber. So next we're gonna throw in our DHA, organic milk. And it's better to go with organic milk, no hormones. Your children won't be maturing to look like they're in their 20s by the time they're 12. So we're gonna throw in about 8 or so ounces of that. So we're at 16 ounces now. All right. So I'm gonna rip this open and get it prepared if I can. Oh, that's that. All right. And we're gonna start this process up. So I'm gonna put my container back on for a second and blend what we got here. And ta-da. Alright. Now I'm going to open the little hole up top and start pouring stuff in. Now it's good to put the chocolate protein powder in first because where it is so chalky, as you probably already know, it'll help it blend better into the liquid rather than add it at the end, and it has to work harder to get blended through. So I'm also going to add the superfoods in next too, just a little bit, just so we actually get through that process too. And then the rest we're just going to dump in, and it's going to be awesome. So I'm just going to take 1 scoop of the superfoods, so it's very potent, and I'm going to start this back up, and we're going to just go right for it. It took literally 4 minutes total to make this shake, and then you just take the cap off and you can pour it into a glass, or if you're like me, you just drink it straight out of the container. But again, this shake is amazing, and oh my god, it smells so good. It smells like chocolate and coconut and pineapple, which I don't know many people who don't like any of those things. So it's a good way to get a quick fix for your chocolate in, and it'll just give you a great start to the day, whether you want it for breakfast or as a post-workout shake, because recovery is really important. So you want to get your body filled with as many nutrients as possible, as quickly as possible. So again, this is another really quick, easy meal you can make, 5 minutes or less. Get it in, get it out the door, and it's all about efficiency. All right, save you time, and you get to work on time.